What's up, YouTube? It is dusk. I'm here with the what's it called? Saber bolt deck that I had promised before the hiatus, which thank God is finally over. I am back. It's a 40 card deck, Fire Nature. I'm gonna run it through you guys by level, lowest to highest, starting with 3 copies of Prickleback. Obviously, a quick Evo bait for the Saber, half of the Saber Bolt deck. Unfortunately, this is as far as my level 1 plays go for the deck. Moving on to level 2, 2 Dracon Weaponsmiths. Probably not the best choice I could have done, especially with Dragon Strike having come out the week after I built this deck, but tried and true. I'm happy with it. Got to ramp up for some of these cards, so I've also packed in 3 copies of Sprout, level 2 Shield Blast, put the top card of your deck into mana, and keeping up with the ramp factor and giving us more Evo bait for Sabertooth, 3 copies of Razorhide. Level 3 Beastkin, 2000 power, Quill Spike Harvest. Whenever he attacks, you have the option to put the top card of your deck into mana. You don't want to ramp up too much because you might lose some good plays, but 3, maybe 4 ramps should have you in good standing for the game. After you're done narrowing the deck, Breach the Veil becomes pretty effective. Level 3 Shield Blast, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, pick 1 creature among them, show it to your opponent, put it in your hand. Not as good as another search material in the deck, but 2 levels cheaper and possible Shield Blast. Couldn't resist. Plus I just plain like the spell. Going up to level 4, I've only put in 2 copies of Sabertooth. I didn't really see the need for 3. That and I had so many high level stuff in here that I hope gets ramped into mana or something else that I didn't have the space for. Beastkin Evo fodder. Probably could have done better with the deck in retrospect. But yeah, great card. Level 4 Beast, that evolves onto other Beastkin. Double Breaker with 7000 power and 1 with Nature. If he loses a battle, he goes into mana and he takes everything under him with him. Which, if they can get past this hurdle, puts you in good standing to use any of the other creatures I'm about to show you. Aside from the next one, they're all just beat sticks galore. Finishing off with level 4, 3 copies of Reaped Sow. Tap 4, cast it, look at the top cards of your deck, put 1 in mana, 1 in hand. Good advantage building. More Shield Blast, 3 copies of Tornado Flame. Level 5 spell that can banish any creature that is 5000 or lower. Of course, there are a lot of creatures that are 5000 or lower. Of course, while you'll want to get rid of your enemy's creatures, there is a fun way to play this deck focusing on 5000 and higher, thanks to Gigahorn Charger. Level 5, 3000, and the ability Call the Herd. Whenever he comes out, you get to search your entire deck for 1 creature 5000 or higher, show it to your opponent, put it in your hand. That basically includes Sabertooth and any of the other creatures I'm about to show you. Including Hyperspeed Dragon, who I have put in 3s for this deck. The level 5 Armored Dragon with 5000 power. Yes, he is weak to Tornado Flame, but I've got enough stuff in here that I don't think that should matter too much. You guys should know his ability well, Slipstream, but if you're new to the game, I'll just mention real quick that it allows for, he himself is an armored dragon, by the way, if you have another armored dragon out, then all of your armored dragons get fast attack and can attack on the turn on which they come out. That said, I shall point out that every other creature I'm about to show you is an armored dragon. Starting with, and moving into level 6, 2 copies of Bolgash Dragon. Let's center this a little bit for you guys. A level 6, 6000 double breaking armored dragon with Plasma Torch. Whenever he attacks, you get to pick an enemy blocker and banish it. That's good because blockers, or at least any of the big ones, could slow down the deck badly. Slow down this deck enough and, well, it's an aggressive deck. If you can slow it down, you can probably win. There aren't many backup plans in aggressive decks. The other main weakness of this kind of deck would be Rush, which is why I've packed in 2 copies of Tendril Grasp. A level 6 Shield Blast that puts all level 3 and lower creatures for both players' battle zones into the player's mana zones. This instantly shuts down Rush. Now, to make bringing out the dragons quicker and easier, I've kept 3 copies of Hammer Dragon Foulburn. I've not been able to pull off a fun chain of Foulburn into Foulburn while Hyperspeed was out yet, but it'll happen one day. He's a level 7 armored dragon with 6000 double breaker, ability Draconic Roar, which allows him to, whenever he attacks, flip over the top card of my deck. If it's a dragon of any civilization, I can bring it out to the battle zone. If it's any other card, it goes to the bottom of the deck. Next up is a creature I like working with. 2 copies of Lord Skycrusher, a level 7 7000 double breaker with Royal Command. Whenever this creature attacks, you get to pick another one of your creatures. It gains 5000 power until the end of the turn. That, in most cases, this is enough to topple over whatever you're struggling against. Very few... the only things that you will have to worry about that effect not helping you stomp over is whatever the opponent's ace card is. But I got something right here to deal with their ace cards if they're still too powerful for that trick. 3 copies of Root Trap. Level 7 Shield Blast, pick 1 enemy creature and just send it into their mana zone. Get it out of here. Simple as that. Finally, as per the other half of the namesake, 2 copies of Bolt Tail Dragon. A level 8, 7000 double breaking armored dragon with fast attack. So even if you don't have hyperspeed, he can still go in for the double break the moment he hits the battle zone. That's it for this deck. Hope you guys liked it. I'll soon be using cards from Dragon Strike Infernus in my decks. Got a couple ideas for that already. I'm going to have to fine tune the details in my head. Hopefully I'll get a few good ones by next week. If not, have a couple people on standby with good decks that don't mind showing their deck on the channel. If this is your first time checking out one of my deck videos, the link to the channel introduction is in the description below. Please check that out, and by all means check out my other decks. Like, subscribe, comment below, and if you guys want to talk strategy or anything else Kaijudo related, I do have a Skype. It is the same as the channel, with this picture of Balam, Master of Death from the old game, and going by the name Downtown Dusk, all one word, both these capitalized. I should also shout out that I am actually looking to join a team, if not find enough people to find enough decent players to form one. If anyone's interested in picking me up, please hit me up in the Skype. If you do not have a Skype, PM me. Let's talk this out, see if I can't become part of your team. Gotta edit this video and upload, as well as a bunch of other videos, now that I'm finally out of hiatus, so I will see you guys later. Bye.